Captain Matt here with Captain's Quarters First Class podcast about outdoor lighting. Today, I want to talk a little bit about Christmas. It is the start of October here. So many guys in outdoor lighting are fully focused on Christmas, and I get it. It's an exciting time. I really want to let you guys all know, no matter what you do, whether you do Christmas, soffit lighting, landscape lighting, or if you offer all three, fourth quarter is like our Super Bowl across all the services. It is the one time of year, these 3 months, that every single person is thinking about lighting in their yard. Again, Christmas, landscaping, doesn't matter. They are thinking about lighting in their yard, and it's a super exciting time for all services. You should be getting leads and selling, closing a bunch. Get excited. It is fourth quarter. It is here. I'm excited. I know all the guys in the industry that I know are excited. I wanted to talk about estimates, quoting, proposals, and all that. And I want to talk to you about Christmas estimates specifically, Christmas quotes specifically today on this podcast. It may be a shorter one, but I think it's going to be packed full of value. Often guys ask me, how do you do, the quotes from the office? And I've made videos on it and they've done super well. Quoting from the office, never having to leave the office, end your windshield time, all of this. And I think it is awesome. I do it a lot for across the board, soffits and Christmas, where I do it all virtually, remotely from the office. Now I have a whole system in place though. It's not just here's a jobber quote. I don't use Jobber, I use Joyce, but same basic thing. Here's a PDF quote. Here, text them a link. It goes so far beyond that, right? So with emails and all of this stuff, I have it ironed out to where it works for me. But for many of you, you still need to be out there. I think way too often, new guys in the industry, from first year up to 5 years, are losing jobs because they're doing it all virtually. When you don't have a system in place and you're just sending, which I know most of you are, most guys I talk to, or the guys who are posting on Facebook, are just sending quotes in Jobber or just texting links. When you do that, you literally become competition on price and price alone. You don't differentiate yourself. You're no different than the last guy. You're no different than the power washer. You're no different than the guy who mows the grass. Right now, I know there's power washers and landscapers who do Christmas and do it well. They usually establish a different brand, or at least a temporary brand for that. But you're not different than everyone else. So if you're in that first few years where you're not slammed balls to the wall, working every day, literally taking calls every day, if you're not at the point where you're turning down work every year, like we turn down hundreds of people a year that we can't get to. If you're not at that point, then you need to get your ass out of your office chair and go visit the damn site for residential, not just commercial. Let me say that again. If you're new and you're not fully booked up, get your ass out of the office chair and go meet the damn client. Meet them in person, shake their hand, give them their proposal in person, on the spot. Christmas, there are so many people doing it. If you meet them in person and then don't get them on the spot, or at least that same day, they're going to hire someone else. There's just too many guys doing it. They're not ruining the industry either. They're helping making it more mature. I think I'll talk about that on another podcast, and why I think that all these guys entering Christmas is actually not bad for the industry at large. And I think it's helping the industry, and it will certainly help the industry become more mature over the next 5 years. But anyways, go out there and meet the client. Right. I know some guys are side hustling and taking calls after work and all that. You're losing out a lot of work from not answering your phone. You're losing out a lot of work not calling them back on time. You're losing out of a lot of work not calling them back on the weekends. But even on the ones that do, you get to talk to, even though you're not calling them back fast enough, then you're just providing them estimate virtually. You're no different. I don't care if you use Jolly Lights, Holiday Home Concepts, Standard, any of these. You're the same. They're all the same. The client doesn't care what one you use, or if you just use Apple and mark up lines on the house. You're just competing on price. You're no different than every single other person they're talking to. So get out there and meet them in person. This is going to do more than just help you close more leads. It's going to help you be a better business owner, a better Christmas guy, a better everything when it comes to this. You're going to hear objections in real time. You're going to see things that you don't see virtually. And you're going to be able to build a rapport so that you can actually build up a reputation, even with the people who don't go with you. And a reputation that is good is more valuable than all the Google reviews in the world. A real reputation in your area amongst the clients and their social networks that you want to be your clients is the most valuable thing. And so often you don't even get to meet the people. You're just sending them a quote via jobber. They don't know you. They don't care about you. You're nothing because you're not telling them you're something. Go meet them in person, shake their hands, get them excited, show them their lights. This is not, if you're low, I know VAs are cheap or inexpensive compared to, real people, not real, in-person people. But you can know, and one of the biggest guys pushing VAs in the Christmas light industry is JC, right? And I'm going to have JC on the podcast, but even JC will tell you he goes out and meets the clients in person, right? And he's at a big enough company, has enough manpower where he could do it virtually and still close a bunch of work. But I want to be clear, the guy who's pushing VAs, right, is still doing in person. So you can have VAs answer the phones and be part of the process, but you should still be meeting the clients in person, especially if you're new and you're not fully booked. If you're fully booked and you have so many leads you can't get to everybody, that's a different conversation. That as long as you have the processes and all that in play, it still works. But you will not close as many people virtually as you will in real life. No matter how big, no matter how many clients you have, you will always close more people in person than you will virtually. If I went out and I met with every single person that I give a virtual quote to, I would close more people than I do right now. There's no doubt in my mind of that. When it comes to Christmas, if I go meet the people, are you kidding me? When I show up for Christmas, right? I love it. It's my favorite time of year. I'm excited. You got to show up with excitement. You can't be a chuck in the truck. You can't show up like a slob. You can't show up not knowing what you're talking about. Show up and meet your clients and build the excitement. Let them know who you are. Don't be someone you're not. Don't show up and pretend you're Captain Matt. Don't show up and pretend you're Josh Trees. Don't show up and pretend you're JC. Show up and pretend you're you. Because there is a group of people out there right now in your market waiting for you to show up, waiting for you to come and show who you are. The clients that you want to work with will be attracted to you because you are you, your personality, your style, your everything. Right? That's like me, right? I come out as Captain Matt. Not everyone likes me, and that's okay. I can have a potty mouth, right? I'll drop the F bomb. I'll say this is badass and all this, and this is crazy shit. I will say all of that. Some clients don't want me around, and that's okay. That is the beauty of being out there and being myself, because when you are someone you are not, or presenting as someone that you are not going to attract the right clients. So the clients that do come to you, the clients that are using you, you're not going to enjoy your business as much as you would if you're getting the clients you want. You want people that like you, because when you can be yourself in the sale, and you can be yourself on the videos, and while you're installing, and while you're out shopping and you run into clients, it's beautiful because you don't have to remember any lines. You don't have to remember and pretend. You're just yourself. And that speaks volume. There's people waiting for you to start acting like you and show up. Not send them a PDF quote, not send them an email link, for you to show up, to shake your hand, so that people start knowing your face. People know how you work, know how you operate, and can tell their friends and family about you and their experience, even when they don't use you. It's powerful. And too many guys are stuck behind the computer when they should still be out there meeting people in person. Even on the upsell, Even if someone calling for a a roof line, you don't think if you go meet them in person, you're gonna have a different conversation with them and let them know about bushes and trees and garlands and wreaths and spritzers, right? The chance of you getting them to spend more with you are exponentially higher when you meet them in person. So please, I know we all see social media and how people don't leave the office and how they're closing all of this work and that it's so great. Stay off of it. Ignore those people. You are trying to provide for you and your family. It does not matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what they're doing. You have to do with what works for you. But what works is meeting the people in real life and being yourself. Don't be a fugazi. Everyone can see through it when you're a fraud. Don't pretend you're bigger than you are. Don't pretend you're smaller than you are. Be honest. Because if you want to grow a company that has a great foundation that's going to stay more than a typical 2 to 3 years that most Christmas light companies stay in business, you build a foundation on truth and who you are, and then you build the processes around that, and it becomes amazing. Not only do you enjoy working in and on your company, but your clients are going to enjoy hiring you. Super valuable. So if you're watching one of my videos that shows you how to measure from the office, you better have a full book of business. You're booked up until Thanksgiving. If not, get your ass out there. Start meeting people. What is it? Shaking babies and kissing hands, or no, shaking hands and kissing babies. Get out there. People are waiting for you, and your wallet is begging you to get out from behind the computer and go start meeting people in real life. And you're small enough that you get a call and you know that person's 15 minutes away. Ask them what they're doing right now. Say, hey, I'm in your area. I'd like to shoot over. Are you free in 30 minutes? Go meet with them as fast as possible. Because if you don't, somebody else already said they're going to meet them tomorrow, right? But tomorrow is now today for that person. And you could lose a great lead because you didn't get out there, even though you could have. But you chose to pretend you're too big or too busy to go meet the damn lead. All right. That's been Captain's Quarters First Class, a podcast about outdoor lighting, Christmas lighting today, landscape lighting, soffit lighting. We talk about it all. All right, guys, go make some damn money.